This week on JTV, we're creating this fantastic table centerpiece featuring the Deco beads and Deco cubes from JRM Chemical. So before we get started with today's project, I wanted to show you all the cool stuff that's available from JRM Chemical. It's amazing. I love these Deco beads and the Deco cubes and the crystal accents. It's all fun stuff. I saw them recently at the special event show in San Diego, and I got to visit with Dave and see all the amazing products. It really is fun, and the one thing I noticed was people can't keep their hands off them because they feel so great. We've got the beads that look like little balls, and there's two sizes now. They've come out with an extra large bead. So you can have two different sizes. Also, the crystals. You know, that's really where they were born. This is the soil moist. We've got another webisode about soil moist that shows you how beneficial it can be when gardening. For heat and high temperatures, it allows flowers to have their own water reservoir. And that led to this great decorative line. Of course, there's the cubes. These look great as well. Now, it takes 24 hours or more for some of these to gain all of their moisture and become the size that they're going to be. So you want to work ahead of time. The great part about these is they're more attractive and lighter weight and cost less than marbles. It's a fabulous way for us to use decorative accents. And at the same time, we can do some cool special effects with them. Notice here, I filled this up with lots and lots of cubes. I used more cubes than the manufacturer recommends, and then used water in here. I poured the water to this level. Now you'll notice on the top, my cubes actually formed, but at the bottom, the water's in between those cubes, and so it makes it look clear. It's a great special effect. You can notice it here as well. I find it's beneficial to use more water than they suggest so that you get the full size of all of your products. Then, you can go back and pour the water off. That way, we get air pockets between all of the cubes. And it looks great. So you can decide what you want to do. The other thing I do is use recycled containers. I'm all about recycling. So these are juice bottles, and they're great because I can fill these up and have my Deco beads ready. I can seal them up and put them in the refrigerator. They're ready to use. But the great part about these, you can use them more than once. And they're non-toxic and completely safe. And the product's tactile. It's fun to touch, and it's fun to watch people touch them as well. It's really easy. You just add water and a little bit of time. Let me show you one of the other cool products that they create. It's called Snow Reel. We just add the snow to some water and stir it up. And then we have a product that looks just like freshly driven snow. It's an amazing product and just a few steps to create fun effects for your next part of your special event. So let's create today's fun project using some Deco beads from JRM. So we have a few key ingredients today, besides the fabulous cubes and beads from JRM. We'll be using the E-Rod from Acolyte, and a couple of bowls from Del Rey Plastics. We used a 13/16 drill bit to drill a hole in the center of these two plastic containers. These are going to fit together, and our E-Rod will go through the center of those. We've got a piece of artesia foam. And the great part about the E-Rod is the clip at the end that allows us to stick it in the ground or hang it from a hook can be unscrewed and removed. So we'll set that off to the side, and now we've got a nice flush top. That goes through our artesia foam and through the two Del Rey plastic containers. Now we can make our arrangement. I used some Design Master flat black paint and painted some aspidistra leaves from Fern Trust. We've also got the great shimmer in black. It's one of the Color Fresh products that Fern Trust creates. It's going to give us some great glitter and sparkle to the top of this arrangement. Next, some beautiful white lilies from Rosa Flora. And also from Rosa Flora, some beautiful white anthurium. Some beautiful white dendrobiums. These come from Amy's Orchids, and they're always able to get me wonderful extra long ones. And you can ask for those too. It's great because these sweep out of the edges of the arrangement itself. We'll add a few more tufts of the black shimmer. And also one of my favorites. This is the white shimmer plumosa from Fern Trust's Color Fresh line as well. This is so popular in Europe right now. And it adds a great effect to this arrangement. To complete the black and white theme of this arrangement, we'll use some tiny Germinis with the black center. These are grown in Canada by Rosa Flora. So this is the topping for our arrangement. But the real star of the show is in these containers. We'll start by adding some of the extra large jumbo Deco beads. And then we'll layer the black ones on top of that. Now these are all color fast, so they're not going to bleed colors, so you can layer something like this. Then we'll use some cubes. And then some of the white Deco beads. Look at how great those look. Now you know people are going to go crazy about this. But the other great thing is, imagine if we're doing this at night and we want to light it up and cause everybody to go crazy. So we take this and pull our E-rod down to the center. And then stick the E-rod down the center of our arrangement. We want to make sure that it goes all the way to the bottom of the container. Now the only thing left to do is turn it on. So we have illumination down through the center of that arrangement and layering through all those fabulous colors and shapes of the Deco cubes and Deco beads. So this is going to turn everyone on. I love playing with the Deco beads and cubes. There's so many creative things that you can do with them. I can't wait to see what you'll end up doing with them. Take pictures and post your projects here at UBloom so everyone can see the creative ideas you're coming up with. Until next week, keep having fun with flowers.